Jordan Brinson of Westchester, our first dunker here at the Iolani Classic Dunk Competition.
If you miss, come on back. You still got time. 60 seconds on the clock, please. You have 1 minute to complete the dunk. You missed the first time, come on back. Hit the dunk. We need 2 scores. We'll go all the way through the first round, and then we'll start back with you, Brinson, for the second round. 2 dunks, we'll combine the scores. We'll see who made it to the 75. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our first number? Make some noise! 3, 2, 10. All right, Jordan, the floor is
They'll put 1 minute on the clock to complete a dunk. Through the legs, firing it through. Good old-fashioned J.R. Ryder.
From 5 to 10 points, brother. 5 to 10 points. On a scale of 1 to 10 for school, all right, 8. Wong 9. Yancy 8. Yeah. All right, 8 and 9 right here.
And a mixture of 8s and 9s for Jordan's first dunk.
You're the first dunker, so they can't give the 10s right away. But you set the mark. You set the mark. All right, can I get this right here on top of the stage? 1, 2, clap. Clap. 1, 2, clap. Everybody go! Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, our second dunker of the evening. He goes by the name of Jamari Egbert. Jamari. Jamari, ladies and gentlemen, comes to us from Pleasant Grove. He's got a 39-inch vertical. His player favorite is Jimmy Butler. He's standing, he loves the Mike and Ike. Favorite celebrity is Ariana Grande. His superpower is super strength. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him the ball. Jamari Egbert, come on back. Come on, Jamari.
Second dunker, Jamari Egbert from Pleasant Grove, Utah.
Jamari, you want noise, you want it quiet, you want to hear a pin drop. What do you want? You want some noise? You want some noise over here? I got this side.
Jamari, our second dunker here in round 1. First dunker was Jordan Brinson from Westchester out of California, who had 3 8s and a pair of 9s. Egbert still has 60 seconds to complete his dunk. Still trying to complete the 360. Still 30 seconds for Jamari. And 15 seconds to complete a dunk. And this is probably your final opportunity for a first score. And Jamari's so close, still had the hop in those legs, just couldn't fire it through the rim.
Judges, that just goes to show there's a lot going on and the heartbeat is pumping up right now, man. Yeah. What's your name, young lady? What's your name? Today. Nice to meet you today. My name is Hey Hop, my brother 50-50.
Some local celebrities, along with the founder of the Iolani Classic and his family.
My next dunker comes to us once again from Westchester. 44 each vertical, 44. He loves himself from Kevin Durant. He do like a market ice candy. His celebrity crush, he says, is me. Not me, but me. Superpower gets better and little baby, favorite about Hawaii, and you in better. Give it up for
Matthew Mays, the second man to represent Westchester out of California. Teammate Jordan Brinson had 3 8s and a pair of 9s and the only completed dunk so far. Again, he'll get 60 seconds to complete his first dunk. Just like that, Matthew Mays on the board. We're going to see some of our first 10s from the judges. I think we had 4 10s and an 8.
We got an 8 and we got a first 10. I don't know what Dean is watching, man. I don't know what he's watching, man. I don't know what Dean is watching. We got 10, 8. All right. He must be from Iolani. From the St. Francis School, St. Francis High School. Cordell E. Come on down. Come on, Cordell.
Cordell Ing's going to be a fan favorite from here in Hawaii, from St. Francis. Had his game face on.
Cordell.
About to show off his first dunk. Again, Cordell will have a minute to complete his first dunk attempt. Trying to earn his first score from the judges. Still half of his time remaining, 30 seconds to go. Cordell Ing, the pride of Hawaii, able to finish with the reverse off the bounce on a tough crowd. At 4 7s and 1 8.
All right, we got the score 7, 8, 7, 7, 7. All right, Cordell, I'll let you bring on that next sucker. We got some high more ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, about 6'1", 170 pounds. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Boom!
Here's McCraven, also from here in Hawaii, from Moanalua. McCraven already with some highlight reel plays in the first round of this Iolani Classic.
Right there. Woo! Had that double pump in there, man. 29 seconds, got a lot of time. Take your time. Off the wall! Boom! Oh, yeah.
Still 20 seconds to complete his first round dunk.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now here's McCraven. Completes his dunk in the opening round. As they look to the judges for the scores.
We got 6. We got 5. Yancy says I'll give her 6, 7, and 6.
A 7, 3 6s, and a 5 for McCraven's first round dunk.
All right. Let's get loosened up, ladies and gentlemen.
Matthew Mays, still your clubhouse leader, through 5 dunkers.
Two hands face this way. Everybody, 2 hands in the air. Come on, let's go. Place your 2 hands on the shoulder in front of you. And massage that shoulder. Massage it. Let's go there. Loosen up. Hey, Kiki, you got that song that we was using the other day for the curtain on the next one, maybe, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we got now? Our next dunker, what do we got? That's not a 40-inch vertical, a 40-inch vertical. He's a 45-inch vertical. Favorite players, LeBron James. I believe we had him already. Yeah, Jordan, we did. We'd like to bring up next from Westchester, Orion Courtney. Come on down.
Our one dunker from Oregon, from West Linn, it's Orion Courtney.
He loves being on the beach of Hawaii, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Orion. You got this, man. First dunk is important. First dunk is important.
First round of the dunk competition underway. Our first look at Courtney. Fans getting a taste of what Courtney has in mind. Clearly has the ability to elevate. Still has over 30 seconds to complete his dunk. Orion Courtney comes through in round 1. The pride of West Linn, Oregon, with straight 9s. That is the second best score so far, behind only Matthew Mays of Westchester, who is 2 points shy of perfect.
Second round, you get 1 extra dunk, all right? And then combine the 2 scores. We're still in our first round. We've done with Iolani, Liddell, Matthew, Wardell, Jordan, Orion. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, from Oak Ridge, let's give it up for Niven Glover. Come on down.
Niven Glover's next up. And we have seen Niven elevate to these opening rounds. Representing Oak Ridge from Orlando, Florida. Glover's the kind of jumper who you worry about them busting their chin on the rim. Still has 35 seconds. Niven Glover completes his first round dunk. Representing one of our two schools out of the Sunshine State this week. And 4 9s and an 8. The third best first round score belongs to Glover.
You know what it was, brother? If he did it on the first try, that would have been 10 across the board. That's the only thing holding that is true. That is true. He was literally looking in the rim like, what we gonna cook for dinner tonight? Should I hit it in the back? All right, ladies and gentlemen. He's coming to us from Holloway.
Our one team from Indiana, La Lumiere, one of the national powerhouses, punched their ticket earlier tonight into the semifinals tomorrow. Keon Brooks bringing a prop with him.
We had a replacement. We got Desmond Pope. Desmond Pope. Replacing Keon. Desmond Pope right here. Hey, all you got.
And you hear that Desmond Pope, the junior, will step in for Keon Brooks. And Polk on his first try. Each of our dunkers will look to get 2 scores, one in the first round, one in the second, add them together to determine our winner.
I believe that clears our first round. Did we have any other entrants? Oh, look at that late come on. A late come on. Late come on. But hey, wouldn't you want to be the late come on and take it tonight? Why not? Why not? Let's holler at our next player. Holler. Show. Holler. Come on down.
And our second participant from West Linn out of Oregon. As Jojo Hall, the 6'7" junior. Oh, Joe! Three 9s, an 8, and a 7. That score will keep him in the hunt.
We got 7. Man, you guys are all in for 9, 8, 9. Very nice. That completes. Oh, hang on. What? Say what? Hang on. All right. So, gentlemen, dunkers, got your breath. That completes the first dunk in first round. So, I'm thinking about the second dunk. Whether the dunk score that is, we combine the 2 scores. Top 4 will be the semifinals. First up. Please welcome to the stage, from Pleasant Grove, Jamari Egbert. Come on down. Jamari Egbert. Jamari, you got this. Jamari, how long you been in Honolulu? 5 days. 5 days. Give me one word to describe your 5 days in Honolulu, player. Hot. Let's see if your tongue is hot.
Here's Jamari Egbert from Pleasant Grove. Didn't have a score in the first round.
Nice job, Kumar. Nice job. All right. Come on, let me give you extra points if you standing right here.
1-9, 3/8 and a 7.
Good job, Kumar. Nice hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Matthew Mays, your clubhouse leader after that first round for Westchester with 4 10s and an 8.
Liddell, come on down. Liddell Romero. Come on, Liddell.
After him, Orion Courtney from West Linn had straight 9s. Niven Glover with 4 9s and an 8 for Oak Ridge.
I think it was hang on, man. Liddell, you saw your first dunk much better. You're very consistent with that toss. You go with the toss again? Yeah. That's your move.
Cordell Ing from St. Francis here in Hawaii had 4 7s and an 8 in the first round. And that will surely score him even higher here in round 2. Got some 10s at the table. 3 10s, a 9, and an 8 for Cordell Ing.
Man, I think it's safe to say there's one judge here that's really difficult to get some points. Yeah? Man, what does one have to do? Jump in the basket? Maybe. I don't know. Good job, Bill. Next up, we saw him from Westchester, ladies and gentlemen. Bring it up. Matthew Mays, come on back. Come on, Matt Mays. Second round. There we go. On Matt. All right, now, what we thinking? What we thinking the second round? What we thinking in our mind? Right, so this comes to you. If this comes to you.
Matthew Mays led the way. One with the hand behind the head again. Had the best round of a 48. And able to complete this one.
Photographer was right there to the picture. Hey, Matt, come on down here, man. Come on over here. Sometimes you gotta stare him down.
He's gonna see straight 8s at the scorer's table.
Stare him down. There you go. 8 across the floor.
So he has a grand total of 88 points. Still in first after 2 rounds. So we still have a handful of dunkers to go.
One of our little boys from St. Francis, Cordell Ing. Come on down, Cordell. He's down. Cordell. What is your official height? Your official? 5'8". I think that's on a good day. We got Cordell, bro. In the sports book, we listen at 6'2". That's how we do it. Cordell, what is your ethnic background?
Half black and half Hawaiian.
Half black, half Hawaiian. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cordell Ing. Ooh, that was a service crowd out here. Ooh. Cordell, you better call out the football side, Cordell. This is not Cordell. That's over 40 inches of vertical. All right, take it over. Take it line. Here we go. Come on. All right, you need second dunk for your points.
And 15 seconds left for Cordell Ing here in the second round out of St. Francis. Won't have a second round score as we're looking for the top 4 dunkers to move on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next, we got 2 Westchester dunks tonight. Jordan and Brinson, come on down. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Brinson looking to add to his first round score of 42, and he had 3 8s and a couple of 9s. Jordan Brinson's going to see at least 110 at the judges' table. Not just one. They appreciate the effort through the legs. Too shy of perfection.
All right. We'd like to bring back from Westchester, Orion Courtney, come on down. Come on, Orion. Make your way, give me some room.
Orion Courtney had straight 9s for a first round score of 45. Courtney with the reverse. Plenty of ups to spare for the pride of West Linn, Oregon. Second round of 49. 99 points, his cumulative score, has him in the driver's seat now after 2 rounds.
Your very first out. Check his shoes. Check his shoes for that. You want to have extra air in that shoe. He's coming to us from Oak Ridge. Please welcome Niven Glover. Come on down.
Niven Glover of Oak Ridge out of Orlando, Florida. A first round score of 44. And that may make him one of the favorites. Let's see, he has even won over the toughest judge. Our first perfect score, it belongs to Niven Glover. Back to Desmond Polk out of Indiana for La Lumiere, a school that won the national championship a couple years ago. And they're in the hunt for the Iolani Classic title in the semifinals tomorrow night. Polk able to fire it through the rim. He's going to see 4 8s and a 7.
7, 8, 8, 8, 8. All right. Coming down to the final dunk of the second round. Woo! That's a dunk. You saw him earlier. I know some of you looked at him and said, I don't think he can dunk. But he brought something to this team. Give it up, holla, for
Joe Jahala with 3 9s, an 8 and a 7 in the opening round.
Hold the press. What's your name? Matt, you know this man? The brother? We all good. We all good.
Joe may have brought a prop.
Oh, he's over. I just got a check. We got a check. He said, I
Joe with a first round score of 42.
Let's give it up. Let's go.
Joe working some theatrics into his second round dunk. He has 60 seconds to complete his second round dunk. 10 seconds off the clock. Joe Jahala. He's going to see 3 10s and a pair of 9s. That gives him a total of 90 points, keeping him in the hunt for the 2 rounds.
Did Keon Brooks get his second dunk? He's not here, that's right, okay. All right, let's go ahead and tally up the scores in the first round. First 4 combined scores will advance to the semifinals, and we get to give away a jersey from the Raptors. Kyle Lowry signed. What are we going to do, brother? It should go to someone that fits. It should go to someone maybe that can dance. Yeah, maybe can dance. We're looking for the best dancer out there. We're looking for a guest. What you got? One best dancer. Dealers. If you think Dealers should win the championship, make some noise. What's your name over there? Let's give it up if you think Andre should win the championship. Make some noise. Not bad. You're one of our dunkers tonight, right? Doesn't say you can't win. Name of the school and your first name. Give it up for Matthew! We'll shake hands. We should all get a shake hands. Very nice. Show some love. Show some love. There you go. Wait. Take the shirt off. Put the shirt on. Yeah.
First 2 round totals have been calculated.
Go get crazy, man. The coveted Iolani Classic Dunk Trophy.
As they are trimming it down to the last 4 dunkers.
This thing is worth 5 million pesos in the Philippines. All right, brother. The final 4. We will determine a winner from this round. If we require 2 dunks, we add the scores. We take the top score, and you will be our champion for 2018. Iolani Classic. First up, we took all the scores, counted them up, top 4, we made it to the finals. We clear it, we start again. Matthew Mays, come on down. He's upset.
Matthew Mays was no stranger to getting some 10s.
And the dunk championship. So it's about ready to go down, brother.
One of our dunkers from Westchester out of Los Angeles.
Oh, man. Take your time, man. Judges got to work. He got his first dunk in there.
They've stated there will be 2 dunks here in the final round among our last 4 competitors.
9, 8. Not bad. Good score for your first dunk. Not bad. Second of our dunkers that made it through the finals.
Joe Jahala, who dunked over a live prop, had a score of 48 in his second round. Looks like he'll try to get the rebound off the side of the backboard. Joe, a 6'7" junior, still with 40 seconds to complete the dunk. Six seconds left for Joe Jahala, who will fire it through with a two-handed slam. It'll be straight sevens. A final round score on his first dunk of 35. Matthew Mays with a score of 43 on his first of his 2 final round dunks.
Please welcome Brinson. Brinson, come on down.
Matthew Mays, his teammate for Westchester. Jordan Brinson had a combined score of 90 in his first 2 dunks.
He says, I'm not going to just jump over one. I'm going to jump over two. Make sure you hold your breath. Make sure you hold your breath. Oh, and he's building it at the same time. There we go.
Jordan Brinson trying to go over 2 teammates, one of whom getting a selfie. Jordan Brinson fires it through, and there should be some evidence to boot on social media. And he'll get a score of 48, 2 shy of perfection. Jordan Brinson leading the way after 3 dunkers now.
9, 10, 9, that first one, man. So I think we know who's leading the pack right there. I think we know who's next.
That'll adjust the score to a 47 for Jordan, with 1 dunker remaining here in the first round of the finals.
Orion Courtney, come on down. Yeah, don't go off the clock. That's no problem. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. Oh, right there, man. Take off the back. Take off the back. Take off the back.
Orion Courtney, our second dunker to qualify for the final round from West Linn out of Oregon.
She's like, you got the hours of volleyball team. You right here. I like it. He using random people. People he don't know. People that don't trust him. What are you watching like this? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, make some noise. Let's give it up for Orion right here.
Orion Courtney among our finalists with his first of 2 dunks here in the final rounds. Clock has started, 60 seconds to complete the first dunk.
Right there. All right. Hold your breath.
20 seconds left for Orion Courtney. His teammates looking on. Courtney clears 3 men. And 1 shy of perfection with a 49. That has Courtney in the driver's seat.
We
those paying attention, Niven Glover had a 94 combined score in his first 2 rounds, so he is your 5th finalist. Led the way. Ball game. We're supposed to see another dunk from all of our competitors, but Niven Glover may have just broken the entire internet. Can't do better than perfection. 50 on the board for Glover. So Niven Glover from Oak Ridge out of Orlando, Florida. A perfect 50. Each of our 5 dunkers have one more dunk. Glover scored a 50, Courtney a 49, Brinson a 47, Mays a 43, and Jahala a 35. But it's a cumulative score of these 2 dunks to determine the winner.
Gotta get creative. This might be the most creative year that they're pulling out all the stops. Come on, man.
Trying to get the selfie while hauling in the rebound off the side of the backboard with the left hand. Still 30 seconds to go for his second dunk. Matthew Mays, a score of 43 in 4th place right now. And that's his final dunk of the night. As we'll go to the judges. 3 8s and a 7.
Never know. Never know. Who's coming out?
3 8s and a pair of 7s.
Iolani Classic. He made a name already. Come on, Joe.
So Matthew Mays with a cumulative score of 81 for his 2 dunks in the final round.
That's right. Wipe off those shoes.
Joe Jahala. He's the first one who brought live bait in as a prop. 35 points on this first dunk. Remember, all of our competitors played a game earlier today. You can understand that they're gassed. Still 24 on the clock for Joe. Trying the reverse slam.
15 seconds. You got enough time. Gotta make it count. We need the score. You got time. You got time. All right.
And he'll dunk it through just to get the score.
We got 6, 7, 6.
4 6s and a 7.
How about a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen? Let's give it up for Jahala right there.
Cumulative score of a 66. So Matthew Mays, our leader right now.
Second dunk, final dunk of the evening. Once again, the final dunk of the evening. This is it. Let's go, Brinson.
Jordan Brinson had a 47 on his first round dunk here in the finals. taken off the wall with a left-hand slam on the follow-up. Just needs a 34 on this dunk to tie for first place at the moment, mind you. Has a couple of men leading him. Still to go. Jordan Brinson off the wall, the rebound and the slam. See what the judges have to say. In German, that'd be a bunch of no's. But a 45 on the second round dunk gives him a 92 cumulative, and he is now in the driver's seat. Here's the final dunk for Orion Courtney. He had a 49 on his first dunk here in the final round. Second place coming into this final effort. Orion Courtney. Well, during the game, it's just a turnover. But here in the dunk competition, let's see if that's going to lock it up for him. He scores a 49 on his first dunk and another 49. So 98 points for Courtney. And that means Niven Glover must score at least a 48 after a perfect 50. Niven Glover from Oak Ridge, remember, had the perfect 50 after the backflip and the successful dunk on his first try. He's opting to go the polite route and not track any dirt onto the court. Oh, we've seen the flip. If anybody accuses him of flopping. Niven Glover through the legs, needs at least a 48. And Orion Courtney is going to win this dunk competition with his score of 98 combined.
All right, let's go ahead and tally up the scores, ladies and gentlemen.
Niven Glover will finish second. Jordan Brinson in third, your bronze medalist. And Orion Courtney out of West Linn, Oregon, putting on a show. We saw one perfect dunk on the evening from Niven Glover. His second dunk just won't quite be enough.
Hey, where's the show? Oh, show's right there. What's our local boys? What's the local boys? Man, what's the local boys at? All competitors, all competitors. All right. It came down to the final dunk, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if you're looking at purchasing one of these jerseys, they are available outside for our competitors. That's yours to take home. There's no need to pay for that. All that a little swag. We're only going to announce the first place winner. But just so that you know, it was a difference of 2 points. 2 points. This year's 2018 Iolani Classic dunk
able to edge out Niven Glover for the Iolani Classic dunk title. Get some hardware. His carry-on luggage will be a little bit heavier on the way back to Oregon.